my um with my home improvement background, would basically we would basically advertise on talk radio and the TV guide. Remember as little you had the TV guide?
Yeah. Oh,
So
yeah,
the-
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So we had the back page of the TV guide for years. And so we were known for building dormers. When we came out of the lumber business, that's how we started. So in the lumber business, that's how the home improvement business evolved. So anyways, my point is, we used to advertise on a show called Ask the Handyman with Glenn Hagee. And he was
Oh,
like,
that's who everyone.
yeah, he was he was literally the best. Okay. And I had a lot of respect for him. Like the guy was that good. So with that being said, I was like, okay, what's the what I said to him, I said, Glenn, I'd like to advertise more on your show, but you're always talking about do it yourself.
Right.
Everything's about, fixing a floor squeak, stopping your washing machine from doing the tango, 3 different caulks you can use for 500 items. The guy was a genius. But when it came to home improvement, like building an addition, kitchens, baths, and all that stuff, he would always rely on me or my father. He'd call me up and say, okay, Adam, I'm writing a book on home improvement. Can you write me on designing a kitchen? What are the things? And I used to write those things for him. No problem. And he gave us credit for it. So there was no big deal. But when I was a guest on his show, he would say to me, okay, Adam, well, when we're talking about an addition, what's the best way for a homeowner to do it? And I'd tell him what to do. And we'd say, homeowners should ask these questions. So the best part about it was we always got a ton of phone calls from the radio show. And even on the weekends we weren't there, if you mentioned our name, Monday morning, the phone would ring. So I got this great idea, and I went to him and I said, Glenn, let's have a meeting for lunch. He's like, okay. I said, I said to him, let's have lunch. So I went and put this proposal together, and I said, Glenn, you're doing a great job in your show, and we love it. We're your biggest advertiser.
Right.
And I reminded him of that because we were spending on his show $10,000 to $15,000 a month.
Oh my gosh.
And that was in the 90s. But we were doing, $1 million a month
Which
in
is
sales.
huge.
Yeah, it was worth it. It was literally worth it. So, with all that being said, he looked at me and he goes, well, what's the concept? So I said to him, here's my concept, Glenn. You should do a segment on your show called When You Can't Do It Yourself, You Should Hire It Done. And that's when I came up with the term hire it done,
I
1995.
love it.
And so he looked at me, and Glenn Hagee, if you don't remember, was 6'6".
I don't know who it
He was
is,
a monster. But I'm going to tell everyone what he said to me when we come back because it's changed my life.
Okay.
So keep it locked in, folks. We're going to finish the Glenn Hagee story. This is Hire It Done, and my name's Adam Helfman with the lovely Sarah Sells. Welcome back. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. Sarah Sells across the table. Good morning, Sarah.
Good morning. Good morning.
You're sounding better already. See how easy that is?
I know. Just keep eating donuts and drinking the medicine ball, right?
The medicine ball, some colloidal silver, whatever it takes, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's all good. So let me finish the story, and then we'll get to our Salt Sale Saturdays reminder for everyone. So the reason why I'm telling this Glenn Hagee story is because do-it-yourself still, according to some experts, remains the most common method that homeowners want to try and do. And especially with this economy, that the way it's like quirky and the inflation, hyperinflation going crazy,
Yeah.
and the cost of everything, it's probably a big problem. So let's figure this out. So Glenn Hagee was the radio show host that was the home improvement god. Like literally the guy was number one. And I have mad respect for him. And anyways, long story short, so I had lunch with him and I said, all right, Glenn, here's the deal. I want to do a segment on your show that I'll sponsor called When You Can't Do It Yourself, It's Time to Hire It Done.
I love that.
Yeah, brought to you by Fairway Construction. So he looked at me. Now, remember, Glenn Hagee was 6'6", literally 400 to 500 pounds.
I've never seen him before.
He was a monster.
I'll have to look him up.
Nicest guy ever. Cuddly teddy bear, but a monster. And I'm sitting with him at lunch, and he grew in his seat when I said that. And his face turned red. And literally, like, he turned into the Hulk. And he looked at me, and he goes, and he had
He's like, it's genius.
No, he had hands the size of first baseman mitts. And he started waving his hand in my face. And he's like, let me tell you something, son. America's addicted to do it yourself. And nobody will buy into that concept of hire it done. I don't even know why you're even bringing it up. He goes, stay in your own lane and don't tell me how to do my show. Now, here's a guy who I had a great relationship with. He gave us a lot of business, and I was spending a lot of money with him. And he just yelled at me. And I'm like, oh, boy. I'm like, my dad's going to kill me. We just ruined the relationship. He's never going to promote me again, and I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
Now, I was young, and 1995 I was like 25 years old, 26, something like that. I was young. And I was cocky. So in the back of my head, instead of, I was smart enough to keep my mouth shut. But in the back of my head, I'm like, really, dude? You're going to tell me about what America's addicted to? I'm the one in front of the homeowners every day. I'm the one knowing that homeowners call me up and say, I couldn't build my own addition. I can't do my own kitchen. I need hire it done. I need Fairway Construction. So I'm like, and I said to myself, this is a deja vu. I said to myself at the time, screw you, buddy. I'm going to do a radio show one day, the opposite of do it yourself, with no intentions of ever being on radio, because I didn't start Hire It Done until 2005.
Right.
10 years later. So he got mad at me and said, America's addicted to do it yourself.
Which I don't think you disagree.
They are. But here's the thing. If you're like me, from the neck down worth minimum wage, you're definitely going to want to hire it done.
I agree.
Or have it do it for me. So when I started Hire It Done in 2005, I was way ahead of the curve. But I just read this article about do it yourself still the most common. So I'm trying to create some balance here. And Sarah, you seem to have a little bit of DIY in you.
Yeah, I mean, I like to do what I can. I would say the DIY stuff that I do is everything that's not finish work.
Right.
Except for the wood floors, because I wanted to go with a really beachy, rusticy look. That's why I redid them 3 times.
It makes sense. So let me read this survey. Okay, some homeowners are do-it-yourselfers. Others prefer to hire it done for any major home improvements. How do the numbers compare, and what factors drive homeowners' decisions to tackle the work or hire a professional? It's like putting a fence in.
Skill level and price.
Right. So here's the survey. They found that in their surveys, do-it-yourself still remains the most common project method, as 68% of the respondents said they were completing projects themselves. Now, I wonder how many of those doing projects themselves, Sarah, doing it because they couldn't find anyone else to get to do it. Furthermore, the decision to take a home improvement project over hiring a professional often depends on the overall cost of hiring a pro, with 65% of the respondents reporting they chose the do-it-yourself route in order to save money. On the other hand, professionals are most often utilized when projects require either a specific skill set or are too large for complicated to do on their own. 248-539-9797. Text me if you're out there working, you're an essential worker, contractor, you're listening to the show, we'll give you a shout out. If you have a question Google can't answer, I'd love to hear from you, and we'll help you out there as well. But again, what are some of the do-it-yourself projects that are most common? Sarah, do you have any idea?
Yeah, so I would say for sure painting.
Interior paint. More than exterior.
I would just say painting in general. I feel like people are like, yeah, I can do that. I'll just grab a roller or a brush. Which, by the way, I will admit I am not a good trim painter or finish painter. Like, you need a wall like painted really quick, cool, but find someone to cut in, because I know everyone who's listening who's seen my projects, they're like, holy crap.
Listen.
Don't quit your day job. But, like, give me demo work. I'll have it knocked out and done. Tell me to rip out carpets, stairs, whatever I got to do. Redo the floors. Like, I can help with that. But
So interior painting is 85% of the people surveyed like to do it themselves. Now, I have painters on hire done, and guess what they tell me? They said, Adam, we get leads sometimes from you, and people call us that heard us on the show, and they painted their own walls. But
they want you to repaint them.
No. They painted their own walls, and guess what they said, Sarah?
What?
We want you to paint the ceilings.
Yeah.
Who does that? You paint the walls, and then you hire a pro to paint the ceilings? Really? He goes to me, Adam, the wall, they think they did a good job on the walls. He goes, it's just embarrassing. I said, okay, well, tell me you have to repaint the whole house to make it right, or don't do the job. I don't know what to say. That's the problem. 248-539-9797.
Did they go to one of my houses or one of my projects?
I don't know.
No, I'm just kidding.
So landscaping and gardening is the number one do-it-yourself project. So planting flower, I can see that, right?
Yeah.
Here's one, garage improvements. I wonder what that means, like cleaning out your garage?
No, I think that means
putting plastic shelves from Home Depot?
Yeah, putting up shelving and, those little hooks and jars and boxes.
How about, meanwhile, projects that are more likely to involve professional support?
Electrical, plumbing, roofing, structural.
Wow, you're just rattling all that off.
Yeah.
Okay, so number one is roofing.
I try and be more observant than not.
So roofing is most people don't do roofing themselves, right? We know that here at Hard Duck because it's the number one category. In fact, Greg Tittle from Tittle Brothers will be calling in. We got Kangaroo. We got all the best roofers. Peaks Construction.
They're calling in today.
Yeah, they will later. Anyways, but that's the thing. Roofing is the number one. What else is there that you can't do yourself? Concrete, right? We should get Sal from Luigi Cement.
Thank you, Sal. I appreciate it. I'm working on it.
Yeah. And so roof replacement, siding replacement, window replacement.
Yeah.
Those are a lot of issues that you can't do yourself. 248-539-9797. Text us. You want to give a shout out. You got a question, home improvement for the Memorial Weekend. Tell us what you're doing this Memorial Weekend. Are you barbecuing? And if you are, what are you barbecuing? I'm hungry already. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, Salt Sale Saturdays. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Sire Done. My name's Adam Helfman. Sarah, guess what?
What?
Salt Sale Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
Beauchamp Water Treatment Solutions is the trusted leader in high-quality, cost-effective services and equipment throughout of all Southeast Michigan, with locations in Livingston and Oakland counties, and a new location now open in Howell.
They're killing it.
Yep. Whether you have a city or well water, Beauchamp is going to solve your hard, smelly, and rusty water issues and keep your water safe from lead, PFAS, and other contaminants. Request a free water test today. 810-632-2000. Literally, I recommend everyone do that. Every Saturday, save on all your water treatment supplies at Beauchamp's famous Salt Sale Saturdays. So stop by the Waterford, the Heartland, or the Howell locations at beauchampwater.com. Sarah, how do you spell Beauchamp?
Beauchamp.
Like Beau and the Champ. Beauchamp.
You know, I went to school with Beauchamps. Not these, but
Maybe the cousins. You never know.
yeah. So,
Hey,
boom, like Jeopardy
boom.
or spelling bee.
Makes sense to me. So here's the thing that we were talking about earlier about do it yourself versus hire it done. And then clearly, I'm not anti do it yourself, okay?
No, I know.
I'm pro do it for me.
Aren't you the same one who has a Pinterest board?
What about Pinterest?
Don't you have a Pinterest board?
I have a bunch of them.
You do?
Yeah.
I've never done it.
Pinterest?
Yeah.
I have one for tattoos.
Oh, stop.
I do. I'm getting tattoos. Like a badass one.
No, you're not.
Oh, yes, I am. I'm getting a tattoo for everyone out there who wants to know. It's going to be the Incredible Hulk on my shoulder. Yes, that's right.
No, you're not.
Whatever, dude.
I don't even believe it.
And then I have a Pinterest board on fitness. And I have a Pinterest board on tiny homes. Because I'm putting a tiny home, which we're going to be talking about. By the way, we're going to be talking about, you know what? I want to talk about it now. Sarah,
Yeah.
let's talk about it now. Okay?
Okay.
I'm going to build a tiny home on my property.
I mean, yeah.
What do you mean? I mean, yeah.
I think it's cool.
Okay. It's really, we're going to call it a luxury shed.
Oh, I thought you were doing like a home.
It is. My luxury shed could be a home for most people. Let's think about that for a second, okay?
Oh my gosh.
So, do you want to know what a luxury shed is?
Well, I actually just recently saw one at one of the listings I sold. It was super cute. And they didn't go like all out. And, they didn't build like a small home. But what they took is they took a prefab shed and then she made it like super cute, chandelier, couch. It was adorable. Extra living space.
Okay. That's not bad. But to be considered living space, there's a certain amount of codes and stuff that you have to.
I'm just saying, like, entertaining, whatever you want to call it. Like, and I don't, honestly, you know what, Adam? There was no electricity.
Right, so that's not a shed.
It was like a battery-operated, light.
Okay, that has nothing to do with what I'm going to do. But let's define.
Well, what are you going to do?
First of all, if you have a question, 248-539-9797. Tell us what you're barbecuing or if you're going to barbecue this weekend. Love to hear from you. If you have a question, home improvement, I'd like to hear as well. But we're going to talk about luxury shed trends, right? So what is a luxury shed, Sarah? I'm going to tell you.
Well, see, when you say luxury shed, like, I think about, like, what you're going to do more of, like, as, like, a luxury shed. Like, a full-on, like, mini house, electricity, possibly water.
All right, here's the official
Oh, here's the official term.
A luxury shed is a secondary building on your property, not used for cars, lawnmowers, and the like. These sheds are, in essence, an extension of your living space, with many of the comforts of home in a smaller package. Some may recall an insurance commercial a couple years ago where a character laments the fiery demise of her she shed. Indeed, the she shed, typically a getaway from traditionally feminine appointments, is certainly one sort of luxury shed option. So there you go, Sarah. It is an option. Others have used their outbuilding as a music, art, or fitness studio,
Craft.
a man cave, or even an in-law suite in the midst of the pandemic. However, many luxury sheds sprung from the need for a secluded home office space. How do you feel about that?
I mean, yeah or no. I mean, I guess so. If you want to be away from the house and you want it to be quiet, you know,
So
it
here's
makes
the thing.
sense.
I live in a ranch with a
Oh, you do? I thought it was
I have a 3-car garage. Okay.
it's a ranch.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a buy or try.
Ranch. By the way, first floor master. Nothing's better. Nothing.
Yeah.
But anyways, so I have a circle driveway, and then I have a driveway goes up the side of my house where you turn into the side of the garage. But if I keep going straight on my driveway, I got woods behind me, and I have a basketball net. I'm going to rip the basketball net up, and I'm going to put a pad, 20 by 20 pad. And on the pad, I'm going to have my luxury tiny home. And I'm going to build literally a badass tiny home. We're calling it a luxury shed. And I might cut a little like bomb shelter in the basement because I'm like a prepper. You know that, Sarah, right?
Oh, we know this. What is it? You guys, the lint. Remember we went through all this? The lint from the dryer. Keep it, put it in your baggies. Prep for your little fire starters. Remember our whole show
by the way,
about the prepper and his canned hot dogs and the lint?
I'm the Jewish prepper, okay?
Don't you guys remember? He takes the lint out of the dryer and saves it in the baggies by his nightstand for prepping for the fires.
Okay, hold on. Let me give you for the radio audience who wants the USA Today version of that. It's Sarah's interpretation. Lint fires. By the way, you got to clean your lint out of your dryer. Okay, otherwise there's a very high risk of a fire. We all know that 16,000 homes a year burn down because of lint fires. That's number one. So what I said was go buy.
What? Stop it.
I'm serious.
There's no way.
What do you mean?
James, can you Google that, please?
Oh my God! I am the professor of home improvement. What? What did he say?
Just saying.
Are you guys challenging me again? Because you're all going to lose.
No. We're not challenging. It's more just clarification. We want to make
Thank
sure that
you.
this is actually that this is fact. That's all it is.
Hey Siri.
Oh boy, here we go.
Hey Siri.
Good morning, Adam. How can I help?
How many lint fires a year are there in the United States?
Okay, I found this on the web for how many lint fires a year. Check it out.
There you go, 16,000. Just like I said.
Let's see. Put it up here.
Hold on a second. Let me finish the story, and I'll validate it, and I'll jam it down you, and I'll make sure the whole audience knows that I forgot more than everyone in this room knows.
Oh.
What would you say the number was?
16,000.
16,000. We have, according to Consumer
32?
Reports, 2,900 actually.
In the last what? Just from lint fires? Send
Per
me
year.
the article.
Per year.
Okay. So I'd like to see that version too, because mine says 16,000, and that's where I got my information from. But it's okay. Let's forget about the numbers right now. But let me explain why. I said in the past, for people that want to take the lint, put it in a Ziploc bag and save the Ziploc bag. Get a 1 gallon freezer bag and put your lint in the bag. Why do I say that? As you make fun of me, Sarah.
Because to start to prep for the fires for the apocalypse.
No, it's God forbid you need to start a fire, okay? And it's wet out. You're not going to find twigs, okay? So you take lint and you use it as a fire starter. Literally, anyone out there, please, any guy, anybody listening want to back me on this? Or are you just all going to be like, oh, I don't know. My point is, it's brilliant, brilliant genius advice, okay? And what I'm trying to say is, for my luxury shed that I'm going to build, I'm going to have survival
You're going to
food.
have a bomb shelter and
100%. I'm going to have everything.
the canned
We might
hot
even nickname it.
dogs
We might
and-
even name it the apocalypse. How about
and
that?
anchovies and canned cheese and all that.
Canned cheese.
Yeah.
Do they make canned cheese?
Duh. Spray cheese.
That's in a can? That's in a spray bottle. It
It's
doesn't
in a
last.
can.
I got survival food that lasts 25 plus years.
I'm just throwing stuff out. I don't eat any of that stuff.
You're not. You will eat it when McDonald's isn't open.
Oh, like I eat McDonald's. Okay.
I do.
You do, and then lie about it. Well, it's out now.
Yeah, it's all good. See, look I've been using lint to start my fire pit for years. Thank you.
Really?
Right, Dale. Rock it out, Dale.
That's-
Finally, someone comes to my defense.
Oh.
Oh, the light bulb went on.
Well, no, that makes sense when he says he puts it in paper rolls and then lights it on fire.
Did
That
you know-
makes more sense than the baggie by your nightstand.
By the way, I saw a great meme. Remember the push-up ice creams? I'll tell you about that when we come back. I'm Adam Helfman with the lovely Sarah Sells and Lint. We'll be right back. Welcome back. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. Sarah, sitting across the table with a smirk on her face.
Because, I mean, facts are facts.
Really?
So, like, when you say stuff, I'm like, I'll just have to shut you down.
You didn't shut anything down.
Yes,
in 2010.
Okay, I got the producer right here saying.
Paul?
Yep.
Just real quick. Paul, are you going to validate what I said? Are you going to confirm
there's
any
no.
of it? Let's hear what Paul has to say.
Okay, let's.
What do you think, Paul?
So I looked at the numbers, Adam, and I saw what your numbers were, but they don't add up to the U.S. Fire Administration and FEMA.gov numbers, which are that 2,900 houses per year are caused by dryer fires, resulting in 5 deaths, 100 injuries, and $35 million in property loss per year. And only about 27% of those dryer fires are the result of lint accumulation, which is about 780.
Oh, boom. 780, not 16,000, folks.
Okay, fake news.
Exactly.
In 2010 to 2014, U.S. fire departments responded to an estimated average of 15,970 home structure fires a year involving clothes dryers. Okay? You hear that?
Yeah, but it's not from lint.
According to the National Fire Protection Association. So you can...
It's not from lint. That's and that's exactly what the producer just said, too. It's not... 27% of those were from lint, which is 780.
Listen, do your own research, okay? I'm telling you what the reality is. Let's talk something
You're
more
such
important.
a sore loser.
Sore loser? You're the one
You
jumping down my
are.
throat. Whatever.
Because I just have to give the people the facts.
There's no... Okay, whatever. You're fine.
Give me some clapback or something.
You got nothing, okay? 248-539-9797. Tell me how you're barbecuing your ribs. on Memorial Day. Because there's a bacon and rib shortage, and I'm a little nervous. I might have to go raise pigs. But let's get to something more important.
There's a pig shortage, too.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I heard pig meat is close to human meat.
What is wrong with you? Why would you even say anything like that?
I'm just telling you facts, Sarah. You don't believe facts? You watch CNN probably.
He's like throwing up. What are you talking about? Why would you say that?
Should I put a metal roof on my she shed? My luxury shed?
Yeah.
Or should I
Cannibal.
Cannibal Healthy? Lecter?
Yeah.
Cannibal Healthy.
God, I'm like going to
All right, let's go to our guest.
I can't even function. Give me a shot of espresso, please.
You need a shot of something else. All right, joining me on the High Return Radio Show is a friend of mine and a great person, and he'll probably agree with me. His name is Greg Tittle. You there, Greg?
Hey, good morning.
Thanks for calling in, my friend. I don't know if were you listening to this conversation, Greg, that Sarah and I were having?
How can he not?
Hey, I caught the tail end of that.
Okay, so fire in your lint, clean your lint out in your dryer so you don't have a fire.
No brainer there, but that's 780 out of the millions of people that have dryers, not 16,000. That was my point.
Okay.
Right, Greg?
Sure.
Greg, let's talk.
I know roofing. I don't know lint dryers and all that stuff.
Okay.
Greg, I'm going to build a luxury shed on my property. Should I do a metal roof or a asphalt roof?
Do a nice dimensional shingle from Owens Corning
Will you guarantee it for 50 years?
for 50 years.
Will you also give me the double guarantee?
For the next she shed homeowner.
There you go. There you go. Okay, so on the phone on the phone with me. And by the way, June 1st next week, Greg, we have we have permission for all in studio guests. So get it on your calendar soon.
That'd be great.
So we got Greg Tittle from Tittle Brothers Construction. Been on Hire It Done as one of my pre-screen contractors since 2005. Okay, so how you like me now? Sarah, that's a long time.
There's some history there.
Right? So, Greg, you're one of the largest roofers in Michigan now, if not the largest. How do you feel about that?
I feel, really humble and thankful that we have such a great community that supports us and gets behind us. And, we work hard. We have a great staff, great crews. We just, get
That's
after
good to
it
hear.
every day and try to be better every day.
And for everyone out there, Greg Tittle from Tittle Brothers, they service all of Southeast Michigan, and they're like rock stars in the downriver community. If you ever go on Facebook and see all the downriver groups, Tittle Brothers is always sponsoring, supporting, getting the shout outs. You've done a great job, so I want to commend you on that one. So.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's always important to give back, you know.
Well, listen, like you said, you started off with a humble statement, being humble. I like that. You know, I don't like cocky guys. I like confident guys. Sarah, on the other hand.
Yeah, right. There's not a chance.
A chance of what?
Me liking someone who's cocky. I can't do it.
No, I didn't think so. Okay, so Greg, what's going on in the roofing industry right now? Give everyone, because you keep your finger on the pulse of everything. So give everybody right now your version of the roofing business in Michigan.
Well, the roofing industry in general is just exploding. You know, there's a lot of pent-up demand. A lot of people weren't sure especially last year. A lot of people needed to get their roof done last year, but held off because they didn't really know what, tomorrow brought, if they were going to have a job. So a lot of people held off, and they kind of were reserved to see what was going to happen with their personal life and, just everything in general. Well, now that we're starting to get back to whatever normal is, we're starting to see a little bit of that back. And the demand is huge. We're getting, 50 to 70 calls a day for roofing and gutters, masonry. So there's a huge demand. The only problem is that we're running into the manufacturers. They can't produce the shingles quick enough because of the pandemic. So there's a supply shortage. Now a lot of your suppliers are just going to their top sellers. Just like your Onyx Black and your Driftwoods, they're very popular colors, and they're getting rid of all the other colors because they just can't produce them and get them to us quick enough.
So you're limited on selection right now.
Very limited on selection. When it comes to siding, vinyl siding, trying to get siding in, we're booked out a year on vinyl siding right now.
Oh my gosh. Really?
So it's just, it's
wow.
We went from trying to, keep the crews busy and then now we're trying not only to, keep up with demand, but now we're playing the material game, which
right.
I've never played in my 30 years of doing this. So
I had no idea it was like that. I knew, but a year out, that's totally different than saying, a couple months.
Let me ask, Greg, let me ask you this. When a homeowner says I need new siding and it's a year, is it make sense to go out there, measure it, and give them a price? Or is it over the phone, do you just say, Mrs. Homeowner, here's the situation?
Oh, that's a good question.
Here's the status today. What do you tell them?
Well, again, we're charting uncharted territory, so it's a great question because, honestly, we really didn't know how to handle it, to be quite honest with you, because we've never been in this situation. But we've always been straightforward and honest and upfront with all of our customers. We try to give as much information up front as we possibly can as we're receiving it. So it's not, again,
Greg, can I ask you, so based upon this, does that mean you're taking a deposit now for someone who's having their siding done a year out and they are paying the price that you quote them now for the siding, or is that kind of still an unknown too?
Well, the siding, we haven't seen, it's went up a little bit. The aluminum has went up, but nothing like the lumber. But so we are locking in prices now. But when somebody calls in, we tell them right up front, and when we're there, listen, we're a year out. If you still want us to come out and give you a quote, we'll be happy to do that. But we're a year out. But if we sell you today and we tell you it's a year, I think it's only fair and the only right thing to do is honor that price for our customers. If they're willing to wait for us for a year,
that's amazing.
The least thing I can do is say, hey, if we get if we get dinged on the price along the way, then I'll take that hit.
Hey, Greg, we're going to take a quick break, but I want to keep you locked in because I want to talk about what advice you can give homeowners right now if they need a roof or they need siding, and if it's emergencies or not. So let's keep it locked in. Keep it here. If anyone has a question for Greg Tittle, 248-539-9797. Text us. We'll get it ready after the break. Greg, we're going to put you on hold, and we'll be right back, my friends. Good morning. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. Memorial Day edition. We got Sarah
It is.
Sells.
That's right.
What do you mean it is? That's right.
Honestly, I mean, Adam, you know how busy I am. I know how busy you are. Like,
Yeah.
Why is that playing back?
It was my thing was on by accident.
Oh.
It was me.
I mean, honestly, like, my days and nights are just all a mush of hours. Like, I forget about holidays and that. I mean, between real estate, the equestrian center here.
Yeah. Well, it's the choices you make, so you have to deal with it.
I
all
know.
good.
I love my careers.
Good. I like my careers.
Adam,
Plural.
did I tell you?
What?
I got another horse.
I don't want to even hear about it. Let's get back to the phone lines. We've got Greg Tittle from Tittle Brothers on the line. We were talking in the previous hour about the length of time it takes for materials and how people, after this pandemic, has really screwed up the home improvement business. So we've got the expert on the phone, Greg Tittle. Welcome back, Greg.
Hey,
Hi,
thanks for having me
Greg.
back. Hi.
So, Greg, let me ask you a question. So we've established this production shortage, the distribution shortage, everything. However, you have a handful of crews. You've got the staff. You've got everything ready. So as fast as shingles are coming in, you're installing them. Is that the safest way to say it?
That's true. We're definitely what the good thing is with teaming yourself up with one of the top contractors in the area is that the suppliers are going to make sure we're taken care of first. That's a fact. They're going to make sure that we have the materials so they can keep us going. And I also too wanted to touch point on a few things. When we're in a situation like this, I think it's highly important that the homeowners do their research because there's new contractors coming out of the woodwork without the proper comp liability. They can get out there. People want their projects done. So if somebody pops up and says, "Oh, I can do it," next week on a siding job, well, that should throw a red flag up.
Right. I have seen that too. I'm glad that you brought that up.
So they licensed and insured. Make sure they have the workers' comp liability. If somebody gets hurt on your property, they don't have the proper license and insurance. Your homeowners will not cover it. And still, a lot of people think, well, they can work on my house. I have homeowners. That's not the case. It doesn't work that way. So. Just something. I was just thinking about that. We need to, bring that awareness back out. But we are shipping the shingles just as quick as we get them. I truly believe that what's going on right now is that I think we're going to push in the same direction as the siding, and eventually here we're going to get booked out, 4, 5, 6 months waiting on products, and so on and so forth. So my advice, if you're going to get that roof done this year, before the prices continue to go up as they are, I've been saying this for the last year, and here we are. They've been going up. If you would have got your roof done last year, as opposed to this year, to save yourself quite a bit of money, but it's continuing to go up. So get yourself put on the books. Get that quote.
Greg, let me ask you this. So, we always talk, I think as long as I remember roofing, the manufacturers or the distributors used to say, they'd send the letter. And they used to fax a letter. Hey, June 1st, prices are going up. Like, I'm thinking to myself, I used to get mad at them. And because I didn't, half the time I'm like, is it true? Is it not true? Shingles are petroleum based, so it has ties to oil. I get it. But Greg, what we don't talk about is because you guys are Owens Corning Platinum certified trained, you spend a lot of money educating your installers on the proper way to install a roof so it lasts 50 years.
Correct.
And you have how many crews now? Almost 10 or more than 10?
We have almost 10. Yeah, we have 10 crews going right now.
Okay, every day. So you got 10 crews going out every day putting on roofs. Think about that for everyone listening. Mm-hmm. These crews can't work for Tittle Brothers unless the guys have passed the Owens Corning test, right? Is that how it works?
Correct. Well, Owens Corning, what they do is they randomly will come out and inspect our roofs. We don't know which ones they're going to inspect. When we register them, they'll just select a handful of them, and they'll just go out and check them to see what we're doing. What we do over and above, which 99% of the contractors don't do, is that we have a 35-year experienced roofer that's an employee. He's our service guy, and he goes out and inspects every single roof after we're done with it to make sure that there's nothing missed on every project. And we do that, and when we show up, the customers are like, wow, what are you doing here? Well, I'm just coming to inspect your roof to make sure everything's exactly the way it's supposed to be per Owens Corning manufacturer specs. And the customers are just blown away because that's not the norm. Nobody does that.
Well, we know that, but we could talk about it every time on the show, but it's always impossible because, people don't realize, unless we tell the homeowners that, your competitors, we guarantee everything. We guarantee this. We're just as good, So people don't know what to believe today. And that's why it helps having like a third-party endorsement. It helps with the Google reviews. It helps on all those aspects so that you stand out from everyone. But at the same time, it's tried and true. Look, you know that if you do a roof for somebody and they're happy, they're going to tell people. If they're not happy, they're going to tell everyone. So how can you do as much as you do and have great reputation? It's because you follow through. And that's the best part about you guys, or Tittle Brothers. So if they want to, Greg, what's your website? Tittle Brothers Construction?
TittleBrothers.com.
TittleBrothers.com. 866-ROOF-112 is the phone number. We're going to take a quick break, Greg. I want to bring you one more segment. I want to talk about the questions people should ask, or what you need to do to get a proper roof. Can we do that? All right, cool. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. When we get back, we're going to ask Tittle Brothers some important questions. And if you have a question, text us, 248-539-9797. We'll be right back. Welcome back. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. 248-539-9797. We got Greg Tittle from Tittle Brothers. Welcome back, Greg.
Hey, thanks for having me back.
So, Greg, at the break, we got a few questions. Does Tittle Brothers Roofing work in Hazel Park?
Yes, we do.
So, yeah, anywhere, all of
Southeast.
Michigan. That's what I figured, Southeast Michigan. Some homeowners want to know, where can I find ratings and reviews on a contractor? You know at Hire It Done, we don't put ratings because we don't literally believe in it. We go see the work and we talk to homeowners and we talk to your suppliers. So that's how we rate contractors. If you're not rated high, like 5 stars, you don't even make it on Hire It Done. But what would you recommend for someone?
Well, that's a great point and a great question. And that's the reason why we become platinum roofing contractors, because, Owens Corning is one of your, Fortune 500 company. They're publicly traded. They have shareholders. So they're very, very stringent on who they allow to become platinum contractors. So my thought process was, and still is that everybody's going to come out to your house and tell you how great they are, yada, 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 whatever. They're trying to sell their roof, their product. My point is that we put all the cards on the table and show you, like, if Owens Corning made us platinum, we're like one of only like 7 or 8 or whatever, it's very few in Southeast Michigan. That tells the homeowner, if Owens Corning trusts us, it puts their name on us to be able to sell the warranties, then that pretty much tells you, like, we're one of the best in the business, because obviously Owens Corning wouldn't do that if we wasn't producing and if we weren't the best in the business.
Yeah, and I agree with that wholeheartedly. So, but again, the homeowner doesn't know that, so you got to get that out to them, and that's where, like, my show, the way you guys do your promotions, so the homeowner knows. And let's talk about where you're located. Don't you have a new showroom almost finished?
We really do. We're really excited about it. We're right at the home stretch. The cabinets are going in, the countertops are going in. We have a 13,000 square foot state-of-the-art facility going in. We've been working around the clock on this project. It's right at Sibley and Allen in Brownstown, and it's plenty of parking. We're going to have a big, grand opening of the new location. We're moving from Southgate down to Brownstown, Woodhaven area. It's just because the company's growing, the word's getting out, and so we're just growing into a new facility. We couldn't be more happy about it, and we're ready for that new transition. And I think it's just going to bring another level of excitement to the company. So
what's in that showroom? What's going to be in there?
We have displays. We're going to have more training. We're going to have a huge training area for all of our sales reps. We can bring different reps in on their products. We have big projectors and do some training, and stay in the wintertime when everybody else is vacationing, gone. We still are there training. It's like, for us, it's like the pro off season. So we're learning the new, latest and greatest products that are available to us. We're not sitting back just waiting for spring to come. We're in there training, finding out what's new, what can we do, because everything's changing in the roofing industry. How we did roofs, even 10 years ago, and how we do them today is different. So we're learning better ventilation, better insulation, what to do in different situations. So it's we have all the computers. We have everything.
Again,
that's gonna
3 things: you lead, you follow, or you get out of the way. Clearly,
exactly.
in what you've been doing, and as long as I've known you, you're a leader, and so you've been identified as that. Owens Corning obviously did right by making you platinum, because they knew that you were dedicated to betterment and always evolving and growing. Just like your new location. You just said something that sprung out for me. You have an area for your people to educate them and keep their finger on the pulse of the latest and greatest in the roofing industry. I don't think anybody else is doing that. So congratulations to you, my friend. I really appreciate that.
But
That's awesome.
So what's real quick, I wanted
to
just add in real quick is that, this weekend is a lot of, we're all having, a long weekend and barbecuing and all that, but let's not forget what this weekend's all about. It's for our fallen men and women of the armed forces that, wrote that blank check for our freedom, and that's what this weekend's all about.
Well, Greg, I'm glad that you brought that up, and you can, for the audience, you're a Desert Storm veteran?
Yep.
Okay. So there you have it. I appreciate and thank you for your service.
Absolutely. Thank you.
We speak English because of people like you. Thank you. So, Greg, I want to wish you a happy Memorial Weekend and the best to you and your wife, Carrie, and your family. Are you barbecuing this weekend?
We have some plans for Sunday to do some barbecue. I have some friends and family coming over, and looking forward to it. If the weather cooperates, we'll be out there doing that.
Are you going to make pizzas?
We are making pizzas.
Oh, okay, I'm waiting for my invitation.
We're all stocked up and ready to go. Well, Sunday it is. Come on over.
Healthy style. All right. Greg Tittle, Tittle Brothers Construction, 866 Roof 112, TittleBrothers.com. Greg, you rock. Have an awesome weekend. Thanks for your service, and a shout out to the whole crew and family of Tittle Brothers. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Have a great weekend.
You too, my friend. Thank you. See, Sarah, sometimes home improvement's all about the relationship. Literally, this guy has been part of Hired Done in the ups and the downs.
I mean, to be honest with you, I think anything has to do with the relationship.
Well, of course, even when you hire contractors, there's a relationship.
I mean, especially in real estate.
Well, they're real estate as well. In fact,
100%.
I think people need to know that. Tell everyone and you're hiring a real estate agent. What is the most important aspect of the realtor?
Trust.
Trust. That is on everything, really. But
Trust.
trust is important. They have to trust
Number
you.
one, it's going to
But
be
what I
one
have
of
to
the
trust
biggest, one of the biggest purchases of your life. You have to trust in me that I have your best interest at heart, and that I've done my due diligence for you on your behalf.
Okay, no, I like that. I like that a lot. And that, again, Tittle Brothers, he's one of the roofers you got to trust. Listen, at Hired Done, we have a lot of roofers, right? But it is what it is. I want people to have a hassle-free home improvement. I want to be able to educate homeowners on hiring contractors. That's what the show's all about. Can I do it yourself? Of course. From the neck down, though, I'm only worth minimum wage. From the chin up, it's, 7, 10 figures. It's a lot. People need to understand that value so I can share that with people and they like it.
Yeah.
There's a pork shortage.
There is.
Yeah. Ribs, bacon. I went to Phoenicia yesterday.
Ooh.
You ever been there?
Oh, so good.
Phoenicia is one of the best restaurants in Michigan. Okay.
It is.
And I wanted to get a BLT. And by the way, they have it it's on the menu now. They used to not have it. It's like a secret thing. The guy goes like, listen, we're out of bacon. I'm like, what do you mean you're out of bacon? Come on now. He goes, we're out of bacon. And they have ribs at Phoenicia that are amazing. He goes, and there's a rib shortage coming. See, I'm like, what do you mean, dude? He's like, yeah, you better order what you need. I'm like, oh boy, Houston, we have a problem. I got to go load up. Especially this weekend, everyone's got the whole deal going. By the way, who's barbecuing this weekend? I am. Are you, Sarah? You don't even know what you're doing. You're going to be riding horses. We didn't even talk about my horse riding.
Oh, we have to.
I can't begin to tell you I rode a horse for the first time.
I know. And it was amazing, wasn't it?
I look good, didn't I?
Yeah. Did you love it?
No.
Yes, you did.
I did
Smile
not.
on your face said
I
everything.
was scared. I was
okay.
fearful. No, I'm not. I have no fear, and I was fearful the first time. Because this sucker was huge. And he could have done
the
anything.
one that I just bought is bigger than that one.
Okay, well, there you go. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, I'm going to be talking about what I wish I knew before I renovated.
Okay.
These are things people say, oh, Adam, I wish I knew you before I hired a contractor. Well, we're going to talk about things that homeowners can learn from. And if you have a question, of course, 248-539-9797. This is the Hired Done Radio Network. Welcome back. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. Sarah.
Adam.
Greg Tittle's pretty good, isn't it? Would you have him do a roof for you if you needed it?
Yeah, for sure.
You think?
Yep.
Okay, good. So, are you barbecuing or are you not barbecuing this weekend?
I'm going to my cousin's, and then I think I might go to my brother's.
That'll be
So
fun.
we might. Yeah, my parents are coming back next week.
From Alabama?
Mississippi.
Oh, yeah. MISSISSIBB.
Every time you're going to.
I say it. Shout out to Honey Torres.
I'm trying to find you a picture of my new horse.
Oh, well, let's do that. But before that, let's get on the phone with another Hire It Done contractor / partner / awesome person, Joe Legato. Do you know who Joe Legato is, Sarah?
No.
Oh, he's a rock star. Joe Legato.
Do I?
Yeah, he's the from Bill and Rod's Appliance. You know, I've talked about.
Oh, so he can help me out with my 2 broken washers.
Oh yeah, he can do more than that. Are you there, Joe?
Hey, Adam, I'm here.
What's up, brother?
Oh, just getting ready for this weekend. How about yourself?
I'm rocking it, man. Totally rocking it. Thanks for calling in. So we got Joe Legato from Bill and Rod's Appliances out of Livonia, Michigan, right?
Yes, sir.
It might
And
be too far.
it's it's not. What do you mean he might be too far? He does anything. You don't know what you're talking about. All right. So here's the deal, Joe. It's Memorial Weekend. Let's tell everyone right now. First of all, the hours that you're open.
Yeah, so, we are open today from 10 to 5. We will be closed on Sunday and Monday, but sale pricing continues all the way through next Saturday.
Oh, that's even better. So we can celebrate Memorial Weekend and start of summer with the weather, hopefully, all week.
That's right. Kick it off right.
So, Joe, you're known as like the premier family-owned appliance person or place in Metro Detroit. And literally anybody that I've sent there has called me back and said, I can't believe I can't believe how great this place is. They love it, and you saw that the Sub-Zero, remember the picture I showed you?
Yeah, that was incredible.
Two
your
magazines
guys put
got
those
us.
panels on, and those were incredible. My guys muscled it in there, but you guys finished it off, and it looks beautiful.
Yeah, that was a heavy refrigerator. So for everyone out there, I was consulting on a big condo renovation out in Birmingham, and of course it was all high-end Wolf Sub-Zero appliances and stuff. So we got a brand new Sub-Zero refrigerator, and the buying process was amazing. And then when your guys delivered it, now remember we had to go up steps and we had to walk. I mean, it was crazy. They put it in like they threaded a needle. It was so perfect. But anyways, so Joe, let's just. As far as appliances goes, we'll get to that in a minute. But because it's Memorial Weekend, know everybody like you, me, and the whole world are barbecuing.
Oh, yeah. If you haven't picked up your barbecue yet, we've got Traeger's in stock. We've got Napoleon's in propane in stock. Natural gas has just been super hard to get this year. But we've got the propane in stock. We even brought in a new line of charcoal, Adam, called Fogo. And it is...
I've heard of those.
It is super premium. They've got the lump, and then they've got these ones that, I mean, it's literally a log. So if you're doing a long smoke or you want some deep flavor from that charcoal, we've got these bags in stock.
Sounds awesome.
Really? So explain it. So Fogo is not like a pellet, but it's an actual charcoal like briquettes, right?
That's it's not even a briquette. It is literally lumps of wood that have been kiln dried. So they've been burnt. They're ready to last long and make a nice consistent heat.
I know
I love
this.
that.
Yeah, especially if you have a ceramic grill.
Why don't you have this, Adam?
Or if you have like a Weber kettle. But we also have a cart model from Napoleon in stock as well that runs $399, and it's nicer because it has like a side shelf on it and a cart that rolls. It doesn't feel all rickety like it's going to fall apart. You can smoke in it. You can grill. Heck, you can roast marshmallows if you really wanted to.
Really?
Stop. Oh, my God.
about
I got to
some
come
more.
out there just for this.
Yeah,
I'll put it at one of my houses.
They even have their own rub that has charcoal in it. So when you grill using like a natural gas or LP grill, it actually ignites that charcoal and puts a super crisp layer on the outside of your steak or burger, and just infuses it with that beautiful flavor from charcoal.
I love that.
Well, that's kind of cool.
I got to bring my dad. This is my dad's gig. He does. No, really. Like growing up, my dad had the grill that was built into the house with the gas line.
Yeah.
So he would grill out year round because he had this in like a little side covered porch. And now he has several grills up here and down south, and he does the Traeger, and then he also has another gas grill that he does. So that would be an amazing addition.
Yeah, I would love to hear his favorite recipes and bounce some ideas off of them.
That's awesome.
And we have brought in extra Traeger pellets for this. We've got Summer Shandy, which is a limited edition.
Oh, nice.
We also have their signature blend: cherry, maple, oak, hickory, pecan. We got pretty much everything. We even got a couple bags of the big game rub.
Yes.
Left. And then we also have some turkey if someone's,
So I love when my dad does the chicken, and then he'll do like one of like the sweeter woods, like the pecan or the cherry. And then I have made a homemade white barbecue sauce. It's like an Alabama style. Ugh, it's so good. And then my mom makes a coleslaw with dill in it. Oh, it's killer.
It sounds so southern and amazing.
She's southern, yeah. There's no question she's in there. MISSISSIBBI.
Yeah, here we
go. We're talking with Joe Legato from Bill and Rod's Appliance. They're located in Livonia. You're on Middle Belt between 5 and 6, I think it is.
That's right, 15870 Middle Belt Road in Livonia. You can check out our website too, billandrodsappliance.com. You can see everything that we carry. It shows what we've got in stock right now. If you want to be certain about something, you can call in at 734-425-5040. Check in with sales. They'll be able to walk you through what we've got in stock, what you can take with you today, and get grilling this weekend.
Do you have that Fogo in stock?
We do.
So how much does that run? Like, what is the starting?
Yeah, so the charcoal bags are about $30 for an 18-pound bag.
Okay.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Well,
but now I got to get the grill for it, right? Because we only.
Yeah. So we have a charcoal insert that you can put into your regular gas grill if you want to just kind of go that way. You don't have to buy a whole grill. I think it's an $80 piece for this charcoal insert that can go into your gas grill, or we've got those kettles in stock for $3.99.
Well, I guess Father's Day. Oh, crap, he's listening. Dad, stop listening.
No, it's all good. It don't matter. So, Joe, right now, let's go. I want to switch gears to the appliances really quick. I know you're open. What time are you open till today, by the way?
So we're open till 5 p.m. today. And, for appliances, it's hard because a lot of manufacturers have kind of backed out of deals. But we've been working with GE and LG to make sure that we've got special rebates set up for our clients. LG has even gone so far that we can double dip on the rebates right now. So we can, for anything we have in stock, we're giving an instant rebate on top of the manufacturer rebate.
Now, is it still true that it's like months and months out for appliances?
A lot of special order appliances are months and months out, but we took so many precautions to try and make sure that we had product in stock all summer. So I've got thousands of appliances in stock. My dad sat me down. He's like, Joe, you have a problem. You need to stop ordering. And
well, that's incredible because everyone I talk to cannot get any appliances. So this is like the best news I've heard all week.
Yeah, Adam, you had mentioned that built-in refrigerator.
Yeah.
I talked with one of our suppliers, Mila, and we made sure that we have 36-inch built-in refrigerators in stock and even 36-inch gas ranges.
Well, that's smart. That's actually smart. All right, we're going to take a quick break, Joe. When we come back, I want to talk to you about trends in appliances, outdoor kitchens, and, with this whole supply things that you guys have, you were smart. You know, I also want to talk about the freezers because you have those that I love. We'll be right back. Welcome back. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. Memorial Weekend edition. Shout out to those who signed up to secure our freedoms. We do respect and appreciate you, and we're grateful. Shout out to Dan in Austin,
Dan
Texas.
in Austin. I was just going to say that.
Well, I'm not a mind reader.
You're not? I thought you were today.
Gary Bolson is a veteran. He's from Men on the Move. If you're ever going to move out of your house, you got to call him. Anyways, we've got
Sweet.
Joe Legato from Bill and Rod's Appliance in Livonia, between 5 and 6 Mile on Middlebelt. They are open today, and they have everything barbecue, and of course, the best selection of appliances in Michigan. Welcome back, Joe.
Hey, thanks, Adam.
I have to take you over to the east side because I have 2 washers that don't work.
Okay, so what's wrong with your washers? Maybe Joe over the phone can magically fix them.
So the one washer won't work at all. I don't know. That's
Washing machine or dishwasher?
wash machine.
Okay, so clothes washer.
Yeah.
So Joe, you guys do appliance repair, right?
Yeah, we sure do. We've got technicians that come out to the home and will diagnose and repair the
Will you
appliance.
come all the way over to St. Clair? I know Adam is always like, oh, let me get in my helicopter and drive 6 hours.
that is a little bit outside of our area. Right
Yeah,
now.
that's what I thought.
It's okay. Listen,
It's okay.
we all know. We understand. We get it.
With the one washer, does it start up at all?
It does,
Does it
and
turn on?
then it gets like to the rinse, and then it just doesn't do anything. It just stops.
It just stops.
Yeah,
It's the ball bearings.
I'll get it
Is
figured
it-
out.
Is it a front load washer or a top load washer?
Front.
It's a front load.
Yep.
Usually when it just kind of stops like that, it's like either the motor control board or like it's not sensing that it's drained out enough water before it'll start going into that spin.
Okay.
It's probably the lint.
Oh God. The lint that you saved in your baggie next to your nightstand.
I'm kidding. It's the ball bearings or the Fetzer valve. 248-539-9797. If anybody knows the movie that I just quoted, I want to hear it. So, Joe.
Sorry, Joe. I should have just asked Adam.
You know what? Last time you were on, Joe, I got a lot of requests for the cleaning tablets for your washers.
Oh, yeah.
Can we go over those again? Just tell all the audience you have that. Explain what that is.
Yeah, so we've got this product called Excelsior, and they make laundry detergent, dishwasher detergent, and then washer cleaner. And that washer cleaner, what it does is it just breaks down. This is going to be gross. Any of that like body soil that's inside your washer, any of the soap scum and scale that can develop on the inside of the washer from other detergents, and it just breaks it down, lifts it off, and sends it out the pump.
It's like fiber. It's like eating fiber.
Yeah, and I don't necessarily think that my clothes are gross when I'm putting them into the washer. But the first time I used it, the gunk that came out was so disgusting. I was appalled. But I'm glad it was out of my washer because it really felt as though now my washer could clean better because all that wasn't in there.
Is that something you use every time?
No, you only have to use it like every other month. A lot of the new washers will have a little light that turns on that says, "Hey, it's time to run a cleaning cycle on your washer." But about every other month on the hottest wash cycle, if it doesn't have a washing cycle or a clean washer cycle on the washer, you just put it on your heavy duty, highest water temperature. If there's an extra rinse and extra pre-soak or whatever it has, the longest cycle it has in order to do that cleaning, and it'll definitely do a great job.
Yeah,
cleaning out your washer,
I have it.
breaking up smells and all that kind of stuff.
So everybody who has that should use it at least once a month or once every other month. It gets rid of here's what we call it: the schmutz and the skuts. That's the higher done words. It gets rid of all the schmutz and all the skuts, and literally that's the right terminology that we can allow and use on Hire It Done because it's one of our vocabulary words. So, Joe, you understand what I'm saying, right?
I do. Like, schmutz is probably the best way to describe what would be out of your washer.
Right.
Ugh.
It gets rid of the schmutz.
That's right.
Hey, it's all good. Listen, we're good. Okay, so, Joe, if someone's remodeling a kitchen, one of the biggest nucleus parts of a kitchen that people don't realize is they have to design the kitchen around the appliances or make sure that the appliances work with their kitchen design. How often do people come in to you and show you their kitchen layout and then say, hey, this is what I need appliances for this? Is that a regular occurrence?
Yeah, that's a pretty regular occurrence. A lot of designers now will say, you should pick out your appliances before we go ahead with the layout because, once you start looking, you can see the options. And then you're like, oh, I never thought I would really want a steam oven. And, that's something that maybe I'd want to put in there, or a built-in coffee maker. Or, I've got, they have a drawer dishwasher. That's interesting. I'd like to maybe try to put that in my house. Or you find a bigger refrigerator than you originally intended.
Refrigerators.
I love refrigerators.
I love the drawer ones that go like inside an island.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, you know what, Joe, I'm sorry. You'll have to come out to my Victorian house when I remodel that kitchen. Well, there is no kitchen. It's gutted. So you'll have to come help me with that.
Absolutely.
You'll have to make a special trip all the way over to the other side of the state. Just kidding.
I'll take helicopter.
Joe, I want to ask you a question. Good, better, best. If someone comes to Bill and Rod's Appliances, clearly you have an appliance for every budget. But can we just attach a name to a good, a better, and a best appliance, whether it's kitchen or laundry? Can you give us what you consider a good appliance as opposed to a best appliance?
Well, yeah, I mean that's really that's a difficult thing because everybody makes a pretty good appliance, but if you're looking for that mid-level, something that's going to last you a while with not a lot of fuss, we're looking at GE or Whirlpool. It's going to be something that's going to be kind of basic. But it's not so basic you're lacking. It's going to give you what you need. It's going to do what you intend for it to do. And it's going to be a lot less problems.
Okay, and there you go. So now let's go with a better and a best.
Yeah, so when you're starting to look for better, you've got LG for a lot of their appliances. You've got GE Profile and Cafe. Those would be better. KitchenAid is going to be in that better category as well.
Okay, well, that's cool. And then as far as best is concerned?
Yeah, so if you're looking at laundry, best is probably going to be the Speed Clean Laundry.
That's what I thought.
Their top load washers are they put a longer warranty on them. Their dryers that go with them, while they are basic, they're robust.
They're like bulletproof.
Yeah, I mean, they do. They make them out of thicker metal, thicker coatings and that kind of stuff as well.
Joe, is there such thing as a good stackable washer and dryer? Or is it
not? So, depending on what style you're looking for, a good stackable is the LG wash tower. It's actually all one piece. It's made to kind of fit more into a closet space.
Yeah, I need that for one of my houses.
Yeah, they put all the controls right up front in the middle, so it's easy to reach.
Do you know how much that one would run?
Not off the top of my head. I can't remember that.
I just have a couple different people who are looking to move the washer and dryer into a closet space or bungalows, etc. So
yeah,
I'll have to message you after the show.
Absolutely. Yeah, and we do have some that are more compact, that if you are looking for something 24 inches wide, with ASCO and Miele, both of them, they want their products to last 20, 25 years without giving you too many issues.
Okay.
Well, that's kind of cool. So, Joe, as we wrap it up real quick, give everybody the hours today, the address, and the website.
Absolutely. We are at 15870 Middle Belt Road in Livonia. This is Bill and Rod's Appliance. We are open from 10 to 5 today. We'll be back open Tuesday, same hours. And you can find all the products that we offer on a fully transactionable website at billandrodsappliance.com. And that's and spelled out, A-N-D, billandrodsappliance.com.
Joe, thanks for calling in. I'll see you this week, my friend. Appreciate everything you do and have an awesome weekend.
Thanks, Joe.
As well. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
See you guys.
Well, see, we have the best guests.
We
really do. Anyways, what I wanted to say was I want to wish everybody
happy
Memorial Weekend. I'm grateful for everyone. Fletch was the movie, in case you wanted to know. We'll chat with you all next Saturday. Have an awesome Memorial Weekend.
You too.
Barbecue and have some fun. Talk to you later.
Happy Memorial.